Welcome to the Heritage Football Show with Coach Chad Frazier. Coach, last week tough loss. This week we kind of get kicked up and headed towards the playoffs, and you have a couple of opponents who may be looking to play the role of the spoiler. How do you use these last two games to build a fire into your team and just kind of rebound after that loss?
Well, Tom, the way the region plays out, with us having two region losses now, and Clark Central has two region losses, and then there's two undefeated teams. And then Appalachia with sitting there at three region losses. You have to approach the strategy with the team as far as getting ready for these next two games. Is the playoffs start now for us, because if we are not up and we're not on our A game, and we do something where we slip up and lose a game here now, we could be in jeopardy of not making the playoffs. So we need to make sure we're prepared and we're focused, and this game is as important as any other game.
Excellent. We're going to talk about the game last week at Flowery Branch, along with the game tomorrow night against Loaganville at home, and we return here on the Heritage Football Show on the GHSA.TV network.
The third annual Cruising for Careers Car Show and Fall Festival is just around the corner. October 27th at Rockdale Career Academy on Parker Road in Conyers. This year's show features classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles competing in every class for Best in Show as well as People's Choice. There's something for the whole family, including face painting, trunk or treat, and more. The event is free to the public and only $20 to enter your car, truck, or motorcycle in the show. All proceeds benefit the programs at Rockdale Career Academy. We'll see you on Saturday, October 27th for the third annual Cruising for Careers Car Show and Fall Festival.
Jim and Nick's brings you a unique style of barbecue, considered by many to be the best barbecue in the South, going on now 27 years strong. Low and slow, our meats are steeped in hickory smoke for more than 14 hours. Our long-standing tradition of making everything fresh from scratch daily, absolutely no freezers. This is Southern cooking at its finest. Come enjoy what the readers of Southern Living magazine voted as the best pork butt sandwich. We have 5 locations around Atlanta serving up some genuine comfort food. Visit the Conyers location at 2275 Highway 20 in the Target Shopping Center. Jim and Nick's, made with passion and served with pride.
Welcome back to the Heritage Football Show with Coach Chad Frazier. Coach, last Friday night in Flowery Branch was really a tale of two halves, with the Patriots dominating the first half, especially capitalizing off of a couple of early turnovers by the Falcons.
Right, Tom. We were very fortunate there in the first half. Terrell Flowers did a great job of coming off the edge and making a big hit on the running back, creating a fumble where Dominique Packer was in great position to scoop it up and take it in for a touchdown. And then the next series, they had a miscue with the mesh between the quarterback and the running back, and there was Dominique again able to pounce on that ball for a fumble recovery, and then a couple of plays later, Tyler Weaver ran it in for a score, and quickly we were up 14-0, and then we got an interception a little bit later, and then we were able to kick a field goal to go up 17-0 off of 3 Flowery Branch turnovers.
And Tyler Weaver comes through a little bit later with a 55-yard run to put the score to 24-6.
Right. Later on, second quarter, Tyler Weaver was able to break to the outside, an off-tackle play that we run. And Tyler Weaver used his size and his strength to break through a couple of tackles, and then he used his speed to boogie down the sideline and put us up 24-6.
Excellent. A pretty balanced first half in terms of offense and defense scoring. What do you think was the most key play in that first half? Probably the initial turnover with the scoop and score by Dominique. The caused fumble by Terrell and Dominique scooping and scoring. That got us some momentum early. And, it may or may not have led to the other turnovers, but either way, we were very fortunate to be on the positive end of those things, and and we had a big first half. 27-6, the final score at the end of the first half. What were you thinking as you were heading off the field at the end of the first half there? Well, this is the part that could be up for debate, and it's easy to sit here, in the week after and what we should have done potentially, but I told our offensive coaching staff, I said, let's not be ultra conservative. Let's do what we need to do. Keep doing what we've been doing, but let's do what we need to do to
continue to try to move the football and put points on the board and that kind of thing. And, unfortunately, that didn't work out for us.
And the third quarter was about as opposite as it could be from the first half altogether. Several interceptions, and the Falcons just ran it into the end zone.
Right. That very tough third quarter, and probably for about half of it, extremely tough. We, the first series, we took the opening kickoff of the second half, and we did what we were doing in the first half. Unfortunately, in 3 plays, we had 3 yards, and so we had to punt it. Flowery Branch took it down in 4 or 5 plays and scored. Then I felt like, and our offensive staff as well, we all felt like, we need to spread it out a little bit, maybe try to loosen up their backers in the secondary and run the football, maybe throw some short passes. We threw an interception. We came back out in the third series. After 2 plays, they scored. The third series, we called a little short passing route, another interception, and then again, in the fourth series. And looking back, I could have done a better job of managing the game. It ultimately falls on me, and we made some tough decisions that didn't work, and may or may not have cost us the ball game.
Fourth quarter was a back-and-forth battle. Final score was 35-27. Flowery Branch taking the win on that one. So we're going to come back in just a minute. We're going to talk about news from around the region as well as players of the week, and look forward to tomorrow night's game when we return here on the GHSA.TV network.
Randy's Carpet Plus, Rockdale's oldest floor covering store, offers a 10,000 square foot showroom warehouse with quality name brand hardwood floors, laminate, carpet, ceramic tile, and more. And unlike the big box chain stores, our quality control standards are high, and we have perhaps the best staff in the flooring business. Rest assured, we take care of all of your needs from start to finish. For a limited time, take advantage of 12-month no-payment financing. For the best selection, value, and service for all your flooring needs, make it Randy's Carpet Plus on Dogwood Drive in Conyers.
For nearly 30 years, Atlanta Pizza & Gyro has been serving Conyers and Rockdale County the best pizza, gyros, Greek salads, and more. Using only the freshest ingredients, Atlanta Pizza & Gyro has created a list of loyal customers a mile long. Located on Highway 138 in Conyers next to Radio Shack, Atlanta Pizza & Gyro invites you to come in and try them just once, and they promise that you'll be back. Stop in today for a fresh pizza piled high with toppings or a gyro that you will never forget. Monday night is trivia night for prizes. In a hurry? Call in and order at 770-483-6228. Again, that's 770-483-6228 for Atlanta Pizza & Gyro. This is the Heritage Football Show. That's Chad Frazier. I'm Tom White, and we're going to look around the region now and see what happened last week. We're going to start up in Gainesville. Gainesville beat Clark Central 49-28.
I'm sure it was a very physical game, a game with a lot of athletes and speed on the field. Gainesville at it again, scoring in the high 40s, and Clark, I'm sure, was able to keep up. In fact, I'd heard a first quarter score. Clark was up 21-7, I believe, in the first quarter. So sounded like Clark had a night kind of like ours. But 2 talented teams, 2 teams that'll definitely be in the playoffs and might win a game or 2.
Appalachia beat on Cedar Shoals 27-23, the final there.
Right, Cedar Shoals with their spread power run game, Appalachia with a very physical wing T running game, 2 good defenses. I'm not surprised at how close the game was as far as the score goes, and we look forward to seeing Appalachia in a couple of weeks.
Salem had the week off, and Winder Barrow fell to Loaganville 28-14.
Right. Loaganville, who we have this week, is a very good football team, and we got a chance to watch that film this weekend. Winder Barrow had improved as the season has gone along. Loaganville is very good, very physical team.
Excellent. And we're going to come back in just a minute. We're going to look at that Loaganville game tomorrow night, as well as players of the week from last week when we return on the Heritage Patriot Football Show here on the GHSA.TV network.
Stone Mountain Harley-Davidson is the one stop for your motorcycle needs. Stop in to browse our selection of newer pre-owned bikes, or bring in your bike for service and repairs. We also sell a complete line of genuine Harley-Davidson merchandise, including parts, leather goods, collectibles, apparel and gear, and gifts for any motorcycle enthusiast. Come on down to 900 Dogwood Drive in Conyers. For more information, call 770-979-7999. For all things motorcycle, come down to Stone Mountain Harley-Davidson.
Small town feel with big time flavor. The Oaks Family Diner on Flat Shoals Road has the home cooked meals that you're looking for. Breakfast served all day, including homemade biscuits and an unmatched selection of omelets. Open from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., the Oaks Family Diner is a crowd pleaser with their daily lunch specials and Cakes by Mary. There's something for everyone. So stop by tomorrow at 1040 Flat Shoals Road in Conyers and see what the buzz is all about at the Oaks Family Diner. This is the Heritage Football Show. That's Chad Frazier. I'm Tom White, and we're going to talk about now the Loganville game tomorrow night at Evans Memorial. They come to town. What can we expect to see?
Well, first time I want to mention it's senior night tomorrow night, and just want to thank all of our seniors for all that they've done, especially our guys that have been in the program for 4 years. They've been a tremendous asset to our program as far as their commitment and their work ethic and their leadership. Great character guys, a lot of guys that have served in our community service projects over the years, and also the winningest senior class in the history of Heritage football. So, and a lot of these kids have played, a couple of them as freshmen, and most of them since their sophomore year have been on the field on Friday nights. So thank you, seniors, to all that you've done for the program. What we can expect from Loganville is a very physical team. Loganville offensively is a power run team, some very large offensive linemen, a large quarterback. He's a shot putter in the spring for the track and field team, and he's just a junior. They have two good running backs, and I don't know names, but 18 and number 7 are two guys that can really tote the rock, and if they give them a little crease, they can explode through the hole and find the end zone. Not much in the passing game. They do like to play action a little bit, especially down around the goal line. But they like a lot of different formations. They're in the shotgun. They're in 2 tight ends. They'll be in the T formation, the old T. But a lot of power run game. Defensively, they're a 4-3, cover 2 shell. They play soft on the corners. Not very aggressive in the blitz package, but very sound in what they do. They line up extremely well. I know those guys. We see them every summer, and we talk a lot, so I know they're coached really well. They've come up short just a little bit a few times this season, as their record shows, but they've been very competitive. So very sound in the kicking game, and it ought to be a good one.
Excellent. We were just talking off the air about how you look at their record, and it really is deceiving if you go back and watch some of the games from this year. So we're going to have the game tomorrow night, 7:30 kickoff. We'll have it here on GHSA.TV, but we'd love to have you out at Evans Memorial tomorrow night to celebrate those seniors who've put so much work into their high school careers, and we wish them well as they move forward. When we return, we're going to talk about some players who excelled last week in the game against Flowery Branch. So we'll be back in just a moment here on the Heritage Football Show on GHSA.TV.
The 3rd annual Cruising for Careers Car Show and Fall Festival is just around the corner. October 27th at Rockdale Career Academy on Parker Road in Conyers. This year's show features classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles competing in every class for Best in Show as well as People's Choice. There's something for the whole family, including face painting, trunk or treat, and more. The event is free to the public and only $20 to enter your car, truck, or motorcycle in the show. All proceeds benefit the programs at Rockdale Career Academy. We'll see you on Saturday, October 27th for the 3rd annual Cruising for Careers Car Show and Fall Festival.
Welcome back to the Heritage Football Show with Coach Chad Frazier. And Coach, we take the last segment of every week and we celebrate players who excelled. And this week, no surprise, some players really stepped up in a tough game and excelled above the rest. So who are we looking at?
All right, Tom. Offensively, our offensive player of the week against Flowery Branch is Tyler Weaver. Tyler had 10 carries for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. Our defensive player of the week is Dominique Packer. Dominique had 7 total tackles. He had 2 fumble recoveries, 1 for a touchdown, and he had 1 pass breakup that led to an interception. Our special teams player of the week, Harrison Colt. Harrison was 3 of 6 on kickoffs for touchbacks, and that's a stat that we take a lot of pride in. He was 3 of 3 on extra points, and he was 2 of 2 on field goals. Our USA flag this week goes to Tyler Weaver. Our Black Death flag goes to Roderick Darden. Our Hammer Awards this week go to Braxton Morton and Chase Alford.
Excellent. And these guys work hard every week, so we'd like for you to come out tomorrow night and see them at Evans Memorial as we take on the Red Devils from Loganville. For James Dinsmore, Coach Chad Frazier, I'm Tom White, and we'll see you tomorrow night at Evans Memorial here on the GHSA.TV network.